I am talking with my dear friend and celebrated artist here in Arizona, Niki Woehler, and she is in her art studio right now, where she has been very busy working hard with your painting the last couple of weeks. Even in isolation, you're always busy. I love that about you, Niki.
It's awesome. You know what? I'm really lucky. My studio is my own, and I get to be here, and I don't have to worry about anything. And I get to work still. How lucky am I?
I
Right?
know. So lucky, so blessed, and so talented. And you have a
Thank you.
heart of gold, which is one of the reasons why you're a dear friend of mine. But I want to talk about what you're doing specifically for the restaurants that are really struggling right now to keep their doors open, to keep their workers employed. And you came up with this great idea. It's a campaign called Art to Go. So explain how Art to Go works.
It's really super simple. I wanted to make it really user friendly for everybody and make it apply to anybody. Here's the premise: order takeout or delivery from your favorite locally owned restaurant. So, locally owned, no franchises, no chains, no national chains at this time. I'm really trying to support our local culinary artists. And so it's simple. You order $30 worth of takeout or delivery, and then you email a copy of the receipt to artoftogo@nikiwoehler.com along with your contact information. And then on June 11th, we will draw a winner, and I will paint them a commission painting for their home.
Which, if you are not familiar with Niki's paintings, she's an amazing artist. How would you describe your work?
Well, I've got two different kinds of work, and the winner can choose from either or. So I do resin work, which is super high gloss, very smooth to the touch, really rich, saturated colors, and they look a lot like natural stone when they're done. Slabs of marble or granite or amethyst, whatever kind of color configuration you want to work in. And then I also work acrylic on canvas, and those are more textural and very organic feeling, usually in a very neutral palette, but occasionally I get a little wild and I throw some color in.
Yes. And so you can see a lot of Niki's work on her Instagram page, which is Niki Woehler Artist. Or you can also go to my YouTube page and you can see that a story that I did on Niki not too long ago, a feature, which is one of my favorite stories to date because it tells your personal story and your connection to the community, which is why this is really important for you. I remember you called me and you said, I need to do something. What was it that spoke to you about what we were seeing with our restaurants?
You know, what really, really sparked me was I was actually watching Chris Bianco on his Instagram page, and he was just beside himself. And, for his business, for the people that work for him, he's somebody that I've eaten at his establishments for so long now, and I treasure his food and him as a human. I mean, he's just a great guy on top of it all. And the thought that when this is all over, he might be gone. And then I started thinking about all of my other favorite local restaurants, because for the most part, I do try to stick with local. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some great national chains that I really enjoy too, but I really do try to spread it out and give local guys some love.
The local food scene is amazing.
It is. It really is. And what a difference from when I first moved here 25
Yes.
years ago. Huge, right? And I think I feel really tied to them in the level that, I'm an artist and I rely on people buying my artwork and loving my craft to stay alive and to feed my 3 children. And so that's why I wanted to do something to help these guys. So it's kind of like artists helping artists is the way I see it. And I couldn't figure out, I can't just keep ordering, $10,000 worth of food to keep everybody alive.
Right.
I mean, one person can't do enough, right? I can't possibly order enough food to keep everybody in business. But I was thinking, well, what can I do that if we all pitched in a little bit, then we could all together make a difference.
Yes.
And so that was what I came up with. So, and I wanted to make it affordable so that it wasn't out of the price range of everybody or a lot of people, and it's manageable and it's doable. And by, just giving it a name and making it simple, right? Send in your receipt, a copy of your receipt and your contact information. It's not that hard. And you could win a painting.
Well, you're using
custom.
your talent to help other people. The painting that you end up doing, whatever it looks like, is valued at what, would you say?
Well, we're going to go, when whoever wins, we'll look at what they want for their space. I'll do it like it's a normal custom commission painting, where typically, as long as they're within a reasonable radius of Phoenix, I'll go visit their house and we'll talk about the space and what works for the space. And so, the maximum size would be 48 by 72. And if it was a 48 by 72, it would be about, in the galleries that sells for about 10,300.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
it could be as worth as much as that.
That's great. So,
Yeah.
can people enter as many times as they want?
Yes, one receipt is one entry. So if you eat out, and you spend $30 every night of the week, and you buy, lunch and dinner, you submit them all.
Mm-hmm.
They're all submittable.
So the fact that you will end up with a Niki Woehler painting and you're helping businesses stay afloat and people stay employed, it's just a win-win for everybody.
It is. Yeah, that's really what I wanted it to be. I wanted everybody to win on this.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for doing
Thank
this.
you.